Nigeria will rise again. Once upon a time, in a kingdom called Imole, the king's name was Obadari. He was a kind-hearted man, humble, and cared deeply for the people in his kingdom. He had 2 wives. The second wife was called Olorirodo. She was very beautiful, stylish, but also arrogant and jealous. On the other hand, the first wife, Olori Adu, was also beautiful, though not as beautiful as Olori Rodo, but she had a good heart and was always willing to help others. Both queens had a son each. The name of Olori Adu's son was Nigeria. He was a farmer who loved having people around him, very humble and always ready to help the people of the community. On the other hand, Olori Rodo's son was named Colony. He was very arrogant, selfish, and constantly thinking of how to overthrow his father so he could become king. He was also a hunter. One day, Colony went into the forest to hunt wild animals. He then saw a large object fall from the sky and land on a path in the forest. Quickly, he hid himself because he was unsure of what it was. He watched as people came out of the objects and he realized that their skin color was different from his. He stayed hidden all night watching them. The people set up a camp and lit a fire. When they had all fallen asleep, Colony came out of hiding and went inside the objects. He found many shiny objects, which he stole and buried somewhere. He didn't tell his father, the king, or his mother. The next day, he went back, but this time, the people caught him. He asked them who they were, why their skin color was different from his, what the object that brought them was, and why they had come. They told him that they were from another planet and had a special skin color, and that the object was called a spaceship. They explained that they had come to help build his community. Colony was excited, realizing that he finally had a way to execute his plan to take over the kingdom. He told them that his father, the king, was a selfish and wicked man, and that the king will never accept them into the community. Colony then proposed a plan to help them kill his father, and because of their own selfish interests, they agreed. They gave him a liquid substance to put into his father's meal. Colony returned home, excited that his dream of taking over the kingdom was finally within reach. He caught an antelope in the forest and offered to cook it for his father. After preparing the meal, he secretly poured the poison into his father's portion. The next day, cries echoed throughout the palace. The king was dead. After an investigation, Nigeria and his mother were falsely accused of killing the king and were thrown into prison. With the king gone, Colony was made king, and the people from the other planets entered the kingdom. Colony decided to banish Nigeria and his mother, but the visitors from the other planets insisted that they be taken as slaves instead. Nigeria and his mother were then taken away to the other planets as captives. When Nigeria and his mom arrived on the new planets, they were forced to serve as slaves. However, they were both hardworking. Nigeria's mother was skilled in making adire and beautiful dresses, and she soon caught the attention of a wealthy woman who bought her freedom to work for her. Nigeria, who loved farming, was also quickly recognized for his talents. He too was granted his freedom. While there, he acquired an education and quickly became popular and well-connected. However, he never stopped thinking about his kingdom and longed for an opportunity to return. Because of Nigeria's talent and skill in farming, he found favor with the planet's president. One day, Nigeria told the president about how he and his mother had been abducted. The president was furious, as this was never his intention. He explained that his true purpose had been to help, not to destroy Nigeria's kingdom. Meanwhile, colony's selfish plan never came to fruition. The visitors from the other planet deceived him, took over the kingdom, and enslaved the people. They seized their farms, their oils, and even their homes. Colony was beaten every time he went hunting and returned with nothing. The president of the other planets eventually ordered the soldiers to arrest all those involved and bring them back to face justice. Nigeria and his mother returned to Imole Kingdom, and Nigeria was made king. He initiated many reforms and improvements in his kingdom, building schools, hospitals, refineries, and much more. From that time on, the people composed a song that said, "Nigeria, Imole is back." We pray and hope that Nigeria Imole will return, meaning the light and prosperity in Nigeria should be restored. Happy Independence Day to all Nigerians.